What it do? What it do? You know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Most definitely hit the bell icon. That's a notification bell that alert you all content that I drop to my YouTube channel that hit your devices. Also hit the thumbs up, the AKA the like button. YouTube appreciate that. S.L.R Media TV appreciate that. Also hit the subscribe button. All three helps my channel grow, get more new subscribers, more new viewers, pushes my channel further to the YouTube algorithm, pushes my channel further to be noticed by more people. Also, I want everybody and all my subscribers to go support and make sure you like and subscribe to my second YouTube channel, S.L.R Media TV. Great content over there. So make sure everybody goes over there. Like, subscribe, share, and comment if you want to my second YouTube channel, S.L.R Sports News TV. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my future subscribers. Also, if you enjoy the content, you appreciate what I do, hit the Cash App. All information is pinned in at the bottom of the ticker in the ticker feed. Hit the Cash App, $ all caps, SRED 40. All proceeds go straight to the channel. See the title, exclusive footage, information, surviving Diddy, Puff Daddy. You see it. Told you, S.L.R, we in the building. We everywhere. Got a great show for you, great content. P. Diddy locked up. $50 million bill denied. The way it's looking, it's not good. He's not getting out. And if what I'm hearing, the way it's looking, they're gonna be able to get the simplest charge on this man to get this man at least 15 to 20 years. So will Diddy beat the case? He got great lawyers, but at the end of the day, you bought this on yourself, Puff. How the fuck you a billionaire, you got millions and millions of dollars, and you can't stash or hide the evidence that they're trying to prosecute you with? They went to your places and got evidence to prosecute you. You was holding the past. Now the past is caught up with you, Puff. All the millions of dollars is now will be gone. What are you gonna do, Puff? Because they really want to pin that Tupac on you. And once they pin the Tupac case on you, that's the reason why you did not get no bond, because they're trying to pin the Tupac case against you. And once they can get enough evidence, you're done for. So the life and the downfall, Sean Combs, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call him, it's over. But I got you though. So we're gonna break it down. We're gonna see What led up to Diddy being behind bars, being denied a $50 million bond, and probably would never see the day of light or hold his kids ever again? The hip hop mogul, Bad Boy record, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka Diddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Brother Love. The nostalgia is over. Let's get into it. The downfall and tragedy of Diddy, surviving Diddy. Let's go. Like, subscribe, and share, comment to my YouTube channel. Support the support the content. We in the building. Let's get into the show. Is Diddy? Hold up. But before I get into it, Diddy wants to get a couple things off his chest and let people know what's going on and how he feel about the situation.
You got to be a unifier. You got to be a leader. Don't be in there and be a fucking complainer. Who's leading? Because all I'm talking about is the way you get to championships. I don't know what else anybody else is talking about. And ain't nobody got more rings than me. It's 2020, y'all. And it's different than when it was 2016. You know, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a black billionaire's lunch. You understand? Right. And we here together, and we're going to keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else. To us. Black excellence. Right here.
Where all your friends at now, Diddy? Where all the people was in that video toasting with you? We getting tighter. Pause, Diddy. But where all the black excellent at now, Diddy? Where they at when they need you? Where they at when you need them? You're the one sitting behind bars in jail. They're not. Will somebody save Diddy? Will somebody save Diddy? Or will this be surviving Diddy? Let's get it back into the show.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
TD Jakes at a Diddy party.
Oh, Diddy diddle poppin'. We already know how Diddy get down. And I read all 35 pages of the court documents. I believe he did this shit.
Your brain cells in your mind just by trying to get high. 9 times out of 10, when you get a perk set out the street, it's probably gonna be a hit up perk. I did perks before in my life, got addicted.
I definitely would say oh my, whoa. The crowd would be like, whoa, did he just say that? You know what I'm saying? I don't play games, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I don't play games.
Once again, a new controversy around Sean Combs has taken social media by storm. Sean Combs, also known as Diddy, is witnessed flirting with another male rapper, Meek Mill. Many fans seem to be convinced that Diddy had an alleged affair with Meek Mill. A video circulating of Diddy calling Meek Mill daddy recently came up for discussion on The Breakfast Club. Diddy has exhausted all his excuses, as people tend to believe what they see rather than being told. So what did Meek reveal about Diddy calling him daddy? In the video mentioned earlier, fans sense that Diddy might have crossed a line in his friendship with Meek. In the footage, Meek is relaxing in the pool, and Diddy congratulates Meek's success. The rapper responds, mentioning that he's simply savoring life, and that's when Diddy says, "You deserve it, daddy, you putting in that work." Diddy continues by expressing to Meek that he's proud of him and shares that he loves him. As many of you might already know, Diddy has again been in the spotlight for his interactions with younger male rappers. Speculation about Diddy possibly keeping his personal life private has been circulating since the 90s. Wendy Williams was the first to bring up these rumors on her radio show. At that time, Wendy worked at Hot 97 during the height of Diddy's record label, Bad Boy. On air, Wendy suggested that Diddy might be,
what's worse, hip-hop wearing skirts or hip-hop being closeted and having a plethora of kids to prove manhood that, and denial of something that you shouldn't have to deny, which is your sexuality.
Allegedly, Diddy warned Hot 97 that he would pull all bad boy artists from their radio and persuade his executive friends to do the same if Wendy wasn't dismissed. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, later claimed that Wendy was let go because she wanted to show a photo of a man pulling down his pants.
Puff got one of the hottest DJs off of Hot 97 because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down.
Another individual who supposedly had insight into Diddy's preferences was his late wife, Kim Porter. She reportedly had plans to publish a tell-all book shortly before her passing. Her passing has been a mystery to many as her cause of death was suspicious. Kim Porter revealed that she wanted to tell people what she really saw in the hip-hop industry, even though she was not a rapper. However, on November 5th, 2018, Kim died suddenly under suspicious circumstances. Kim's ex-boyfriend, Al, sure later characterized her death as and asserted that Kim was running from someone before her passing. Rumors about Diddy keeping his personal life private and silencing those who discuss it have continued over the years. However, times have changed, and these days, Diddy can't escape with the same tactics he supposedly used in the past to silence people. It seems he's now attempting to downplay the rumors and pass them off as a joke. A few years ago, a clip from Diddy's Drink Champs interview gained attention, where he referred to Nori as Daddy and questioned why he and Fabulous had never partied together.
Yeah, I love this Drink
Where you
Champs
put my
with you. I
bag
like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at?
I like when you scrambling and
here.
scraping for shit.
Further allegations against Diddy resurfaced for flirting with men. 50 Cent disclosed that Diddy enjoys spending time with black men. Apparently, at the wedding of his former manager, Chris Lighty, 50 Cent had a noteworthy experience. According to reports, the head of Bad Boy Entertainment approached him and offered to treat him on a shopping spree, covering all expenses. This unexpected proposal surprised the G-Unit leader, who even playfully called him a fruit pie. In an interview at the Breakfast Club, Diddy was questioned why he asked 50 Cent for shopping, to which he replied that 50 Cent allegedly loved him.
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes.
However, 50 Cent seemed anything but impressed by his behavior. He narrated the whole story and said, "I don't call him gay when he says things he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. He says to Fabulous, me and you, we need to party. What are you talking about? When people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable." Diddy said something to me a long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, "What'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding." In the past, there were allegations that Diddy attempted to make a move on the rapper Zibbit by inviting him to a nightclub for a night out. However, what Zibbit didn't expect was that it wasn't an ordinary club. As he looked around, it dawned on him he was in a gay club, and Diddy had deliberately brought him there. Realizing the situation, Zibbit felt uneasy and decided to leave the club. There appears to be enough evidence to believe what Diddy meant by calling Meek Mill's daddy, given the past proofs of Diddy's behavior with male rappers. There's another reason why fans can't stop speculating about the possibility of Diddy being gay. This stems from accusations that he groomed his young proteges, Usher and Justin Bieber. Many fans have noticed that Diddy spent significant time with both of them during their teenage years, raising concerns. Usher, for instance, was sent to live at Diddy's house when he was just 14. Similarly, Justin spent 48 hours hanging out with Diddy when he was 15. However, Justin later distanced himself from Diddy, and when confronted about it a few years later, many fans noticed that Justin appeared visibly traumatized and terrified in Diddy's presence.
Went out and did things that hurt me, and so it was just this hurt. And then before tour, we just really stopped talking. I was really upset.
Whether these accusations are accurate or not, Diddy isn't taking significant steps to dispel the rumors surrounding his personal life. Despite the previous backlash he faced after referring to Nori as daddy, he is repeating such behavior. This time, it seems he's directing similar attention towards Meek Mill. This just adds up to the rumors proving that Diddy might actually be gay and like black men. In a recent episode of The Breakfast Club, DJ Envy defended Diddy, stating there's nothing wrong with calling another man daddy. On the other hand, Charlemagne mentioned that Diddy had said many more things in the past that could be considered pause-worthy. Regarding Meek, it looked like he felt uneasy when Diddy referred to him as daddy in the pool, as he avoided making eye contact. In a recent Complex interview, Meek shared that he no longer clicks on stories about himself online. He mentioned that these stories often contain wild and untrue statements and would rather avoid seeing them altogether.
It's not my world, and it's like kind of something like it's hard for me to cater to and keep up to because I gotta see it every day. I try to remove it from my life because it ain't real. and I don't really speak about it like in a real way.
For several years, Diddy has been exploiting young black rappers in the industry. Many people in the industry have allegedly stepped forward to expose Diddy and make him accountable for his actions. However, he seems to escape them all and silence them. While Meek hasn't said much about Diddy flirting with him, many fans believe that Diddy using his power has silenced Meek Mills as well. With many people allegedly exposing Diddy, including his former bodyguard Gene Deal, many fans believe that Diddy will face the consequences of his actions. A user commented, "Hearing Diddy speak is disgusting and makes my stomach turn. It's very obvious which side of the team he plays on. I don't know why anybody is confused. When he gets a little drink and then he gets even more girly." Another user stated, "Diddy is a serial predator and possibly a serial killer. The math ain't Maything. But Kim wasn't killed because of her book. She was killed for helping Cassie break free from Diddy, something even she couldn't fully do. The math says Diddy is the money behind both Pac and Biggie. The math suggests he's also behind Orlando Anderson, Shakir Stewart, Andre Harrell, Heavy D, and an attempt on Al B. And who knows how many other lesser famous folks have been taken out by Diddy. Everything is about to come out. Cassie was just step one. And that's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Until then, be sure to check out how Diddy lied about his paternity. Yes, his former bodyguard has spilled the tea that Justin Combs is not his son. Check out the full story by clicking on the video.
It's a lot of stuff that Mace and Usher know that they ain't telling about Diddy. There's a lot of stuff that they know. Can you imagine, bruh? Can you really imagine?
What you mean by Usher, though?
Usher used to stay with Diddy, too. When he was
serious, I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
You people, prominent members of the industry like Usher, who have been assisting Diddy in hiding his purported misdeeds, are being exposed by Gene Deal. Gene Deal is committed to finally bringing Diddy to justice. Actually, Gene had harsh words for Usher, saying that he had aided Diddy in his outrageous behavior and that he had kept silent about his alleged childhood STD disease. With everything going on lately, Gene seems to be validating the long-standing allegations that Diddy and Usher are dating.
Industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this and try to engage other men into sexual acts with him. There was story that he was trying to get Chris Brown. There's stories about, you know, those young boys that he had, a group B5 or something like that, trying to get them. Yo, it's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry.
Was Diddy really involved in multiple sexual relationships? To be honest, Gene Deal is trying extra hard to find Diddy and spill the tea because he never gives up. Although he had been leaking information about Diddy for a few years before, he really picked up the pace following Cassie's lawsuit, acting as if he was keen to reveal all of Diddy's dubious activities. For a while now, Jean has been discussing the several details Cassie withheld from her case, such as the allegation that Diddy had an affair with Usher when the latter was still living with him as a minor. It may surprise some to learn that Usher was previously considered a prodigy. Former Epic Records CEO A. Reed brought him to Diddy, who ran the Flavor Camp program, which turned teenage boys into celebrities, for mentoring. Usher went on to claim that living with Diddy allowed him to attend a lot of parties, which makes sense given Diddy's image as a party animal. Usher went to live with Diddy in New York when she was 14 years old. We were made aware of Diddy's parties and were able to appreciate them for what they were, insane, thanks to Kathy's lawsuit, which exposed that Diddy's parties were anything but typical. She disclosed that Diddy frequently hosted extravagant parties with plenty of drinking, sleeping, and other strange actions. It turns out that Usher was there the entire time. Usher went on to say that, given his age, he shouldn't have been forced to see or participate in some pretty outrageous activities. However, Gene put Usher on the position in a recent interview, claiming to have all the insider knowledge and to know more about Diddy than he was revealing. Usher bringing up that topic is noteworthy, especially in light of the rumors that have been circulating recently regarding his possible relationship with Diddy. Diddy said in this old video that he and Usher had shared a bed, which fans learned about. Many of the things that others had previously written off as ridiculous and insignificant began to make sense after Cassie filed her lawsuit. Examine Usher's 2005 interview with Essence magazine, for instance, where the magazine questioned him about his time spent working as a slave in Diddy's camp. In response, Usher said, "I hope to have some for my novel someday." Let me explain in this manner. Lots and lots of sex. We can only hope, however, that Usher approaches the book with caution, given that previous attempts by writers to write about their encounters with Diddy have resulted in very dismal and enigmatic conclusions, such as Kim Porter's. With related news, an online leak discovered an email sent by a publisher to an individual involved with Kim's book. The publisher said that Kim's book went into great detail about Diddy's purported pressure to get Usher into sexual situations and give him an STD. The email purports to include detailed coverage of Diddy's relationships in the book, including video of his hookups, information on the men he slept with, anecdotes about sexually transmitted infections, a claim that Diddy infected Usher with an STD, and a heated meeting between Diddy and Usher's mother. Another blind article that went viral supported this. What was in Kim's book then? Would you like to hear it? It's here at this moment.
What was in Kim's book? You want to hear it? Here it go. Now, I cannot confirm or deny what's in this book, but ain't nobody fit Natasha K. me. So in this book, it detailed his relationships with men, footage of those encounters. It had the names of the men he slept with, a disease, allegedly Diddy giving Usher a disease, the argument that took place between Diddy and Usher's mom.
I can't confirm or deny anything in this book right now, but Natasha isn't for everyone. Consequently, the book included footage of him with men and information about his relationships with them. An illness. Diddy is said to have infected Usher. The disagreement between Diddy and Usher's mother. A woman filed a $20 million lawsuit against Usher in 2017, alleging the singer gave her herpes. She said that following their encounter, she had symptoms and eventually became unwell, but Usher had not disclosed to her that he had herpes. She added that she was unaware of Usher's STD until reading about it in an internet magazine. Usher's legal team contacted the woman before the case went to trial, and they were able to reach an out-of-court settlement despite Usher's insistence that she knew about it and that he was innocent.
Brother right here from day one, we used to wake up, pause, but like that's how, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes, you know what I'm saying, before pause was invented, you know what I'm saying, but it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the fuck did Puff just say?
Gene also chastised Usher for offering Diddy his soul in exchange for success and wealth. He attacked Usher for assisting Diddy in getting away with SA, saying that Usher had the opportunity to reveal every transgression he witnessed, but chose to assist Diddy in covering it all up. According to Gene, Usher and Diddy have a close relationship that goes back to their formative years, and Usher has opted to keep quiet rather than forfeit the advantages of having Diddy's favor. Several admirers made the following comment: Usher most definitely didn't get them herpes from a female. Since Diddy, he most certainly owned them. It will be an incredible documentary about seeing Combs. You believed that E.R. Kelly was a villain? Usher had gotten herpes from Diddy. I'm thrilled. And perhaps Usher now admits that Diddy gave him herpes when he was a teenager. SMH. But do you guys believe Usher will ever confront Diddy? Or do you think he's already completely lost it? We invite you to share your insights and speculations in the comments below. Until next time, stay tuned for more jaw-dropping exposes.
You all remember when we said Diddy is fighting tooth and nail to make sure he doesn't go down alone? Well, it looks like his plans are finally succeeding because he just brought undeniable evidence of how Jay-Z allegedly unalived his mistress, Kathy White, to protect Beyonce. Allegedly, Kathy White got pregnant for Jay-Z and was threatening to do a tell-all interview about the affair around the same time Beyonce also announced that she was pregnant. And thinking of the absolute chaos Kathy's tell-all would be, Jay-Z made the obvious choice and decided to delete his mistress. Sources are now saying Diddy has strong evidence that can prove everything that went down, so Jay's days as a free man might be counted. Y'all better get comfy because we are about to break this down. So, there has been a lot of noise about how Diddy is planning to expose all his partners in crime from back in the day now that the lawsuits are getting more serious, and every day feels like one day closer to jail time. The latest update on Diddy supposedly ratting out everyone he has a history with is that he is exposing Jay-Z for unaliving his mistress, Kathy White, to protect Beyonce. If the name Kathy White does not sound familiar to you, it's because someone somewhere did a very good job of scrubbing her off the internet. And streets are saying that person is Jay-Z. For those of y'all that don't know who Kathy is, well, Kathy White, also known as Corey or Coriana, was a model and fitness expert who also ran her own PR firm, White Label PR. She used to hang around many celebrities, and she was actually close with a number of them, like Claudia Jordan and Jason Lee. In fact, Claudia Jordan, who has been described as a known homewrecker, used to join Kathy White in dating married men, and by that I mean stinking rich married men. Kathy herself is known to have admitted that she's here for a good time, not a long time. Unless a man has a net worth of at least 50 million, she won't pay him any attention. So, you can see how Jay-Z must have been the perfect match for her, even though they supposedly started dating long before he and Beyonce tied the knot. Rumors about the alleged affair between Jay-Z and Kathy sparked after Kathy and her BFF Claudia White were spotted at a Las Vegas nightclub partying with Jay-Z and Diddy. In fact, Jay-Z allegedly bought Kathy a $25,000 pair of Louis Vuitton shoes to wear that evening. Sources also reported that Jay was very particular about keeping the relationship low-key, so he would do things like ask her to bring a couple of friends along for a ride so it wouldn't look like they were a thing, which is what he did that evening. While they were in Vegas, Jay also reportedly took Kathy on a trip to the Bellagio casino, asking her to bring a few friends to their table. It looks like Jay was really taking care of Kathy, so much so that her friend Claudia Jordan was reportedly jealous of how Kathy always seemed to pull all the wealthier ballers and how she had over $100,000 worth of bags and $200,000 worth of shoes and how she could just randomly buy her friend a $3,000 Louis Vuitton bag. So Jay was definitely doing right by Kathy. Well, until he started seeing her as a liability, and that's why it's interesting that in 2020, a blind item from Crazy Days and Nights said, "This A-list host model is also an actress. Our host has always stayed quiet about the death of her friend, but has become more convinced over the years that the permanent A-list rapper had her friend killed. It just seemed too convenient that he wanted her out of the picture, and shortly after he said that, the friend ended up dead." It was then revealed that the A-list host was Claudia Jordan, Kathy's friend, and the rapper was Jay-Z. Well, as the saying goes, all that happens in the dark will eventually come to light. It didn't take long for people to start putting two and two together and figuring out that Kathy was Jay's mistress. Naturally, they started reaching out to her for comments on the situation, and about 2 weeks before she passed away, a major tabloid that was investigating the Jay-Z connection allegedly reached out to her. But, and this next part is important, Kathy strongly denied all allegations of having an affair with Jay. I'm not even surprised, given the lengths Jay went to make sure things stayed under wraps. He must have really made it clear to her that the moment she breathed a word about the affair to the public, the gig was up. But either Kathy finally got tired of living a lie, or she figured that with a baby on the way, Jay-Z wouldn't dare leave her hanging. Either way, she decided it was finally time to tell her story, and she allegedly hit Jay up to tell him she was going public with the affair for a price. However, reports reaching us say that first responders to the scene felt her death was suspicious. Also, at the time the news of Kathy passing away from a brain aneurysm got out, it was still too early to know for sure that that's what really happened. Besides, Kathy was young, fit, and healthy before she passed on, so her just randomly dropping dead from a brain aneurysm was just highly unlikely. A detective from the NYPD had this to say about her death. A 911 call from an apartment 130 West 19th Street in Manhattan. An ambulance came and took Kathy because she was sick. They took her to the Beth Israel Hospital, and that's where she expired. It's too early to be speculating that an aneurysm offed her. They will be doing an autopsy later today to check out her cause of death, but someone might have given Kathy a bad drug, so they'll do a toxicology report, and we'll have to wait 2 weeks for that report. What's crazy is that the report never came through, and even though literally every detective and cop who worked on Kathy's case felt the circumstances circumstances were suspicious, her cause of death was still ruled as a brain aneurysm. Girl, it sounds like someone was out there pulling strings to get that whole thing covered up, and this brings us back to Jay-Z. Now check this out. Kathy passed away in early September of 2011. If y'all remember, this was also around the time that Beyonce announced her pregnancy with her and Jay's first child, Blue. The timing is definitely interesting, especially considering all the conspiracy theories we've heard about Beyonce not actually being pregnant at the time, but instead having a surrogate carry her baby. Tabloids at the time started speculating that Jay might have had Kathy deleted because he didn't want the fallout from whatever story she would have told the blogs to affect his marriage with Beyonce. One blog even wrote that Kathy's death has stirred up some unwanted attention for Jay-Z, with claims of a hidden love child in Trinidad and Tobago, and Illuminati theorists claiming her death was a sacrifice for the famous couple. What's even more interesting is that all the renewed attention on this case was started by someone who also believes Jay had something to do with Kathy's death, Liz Crokin. Liz wrote an extensive report about the whole thing where she talked about how she reached out to Kathy for an interview about Jay-Z. According to her, Kathy initially denied knowing or ever interacting with Jay-Z until she pulled up pictures showing her hanging out with Jay and Puffy. At this point, Kathy allegedly told Liz that she would consider doing a tell-all about the affair. Then all of a sudden, Liz couldn't get through to Kathy again, and when she finally got a hold of one of her friends, she was informed that Kathy was no more. Some of Liz Crokin's recent tweets about the situation actually brought new attention to the case. In one tweet, Liz said, "As I said in a tweet the other day to Jay-Z, I was the reporter who talked to your alleged mistress right before she died, was murdered. I know everything. I know what you did. So go F yourself, Jay-Z. There will be justice for Kathy White." What's also interesting is that it looks like Jason Lee might have been the one who originally spilled the tea about Kathy and Jay-Z's alleged affair, because Hollywood Street King reported that their sources got their information from him. Suddenly, it all starts making sense how Jason could literally try and blackmail Queen Bey in front of the whole world, would ruin Beyonce if it ever got out. As y'all know, a lot of the OG hip-hop guys ran in the same circles back then and did a lot of shady things together. Apparently, while they were out there painting the town red, Diddy was collecting audio and video recordings of all the shenanigans, both legal and illegal, and he's now ready to spill all the tea. In fact, some people are saying Diddy has already started speaking with authorities, and Jay-Z might need to start preparing for the day of reckoning. Jaguar Wright recently said Diddy has released footage of Jay-Z and Beyonce at some of Diddy's infamous freak-off sessions. Now, Diddy is allegedly set to reveal all the dirty details of how Jay-Z unalived his mistress to protect his wife. And Diddy is not the only celebrity who feels the same way, because Jaguar Wright once talked about how she believed Jay or Beyonce might have done the deed and then hired people to clean it up. Anyway, it seems like fans are happy that people are finally talking about Kathy White, and some have even compared it to Kim Porter's death. Yes, I've talked about this woman for years, and it got swept under the rug. Now the light is shining. It's odd that Kim Porter died under similar circumstances. I believe all of this and that Bey profited from Jay's misdeeds. You can't outrun karma. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Then check out this next video.
That's the other person that was with them. They go up to the feds with all this paperwork. You understand? And I mentioned this before. You understand? They not only talking about the extortion stuff, they talking about how they trying to be made to and to have this what you call this promotion, this distribution thing. They putting Jay-Z was a part of it. They telling their story, and it all is coincide what we said years ago.
A lot of people going to say, "Oh, that's the homeboy. He snitched on everybody else, but he ain't snitched on me. He's still a snitch." Where's P. Diddy, Sean Combs, whatever you want to call him?
Sean Combs and Sean Carter have been working together for the better part of 25 years to find a way to take over full control of the entertainment industry. They have been slumping and sidelining relevant hip-hop communities for decades so that they can have control.
Diddy's former bodyguard Gene Deal is back in the spotlight with shocking claims about how Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly snitched to the feds to shut down the plans Suge Knight and other black executives had for the first major black distribution company. Back in the early 2000s, Suge, Irv Gotti, Jay Prince, and Dame Dash were all in on this plan to unionize black artists and create an all-black-owned music distribution company. But it all came crashing down when Diddy and Jay-Z withdrew from the deal and allegedly snitched to the white-owned distributors. Next thing you know, the deal was blocked and the FBI raided everybody. But what exactly did Gina reveal about Diddy and Jay-Z being snitches for the feds? Did these two really destroy a plan that could have changed the music industry? Let's get into it.
They're the reason why rap in New York went down the drain. They made sure that these young cats didn't come up with platforms.
It seems like every day there's some more dirt being uncovered about Jay-Z and Diddy's shady ways. This time, Gene Deal is back with allegations about how Jay and Diddy allegedly snitched on their fellow black record label owners and sabotaged a plan for the only black music distribution company. So according to Irv Gotti, Suge Knight came up with this plan to unionize music artists, and the union was supposed to include artists of every genre. Irv said, "In the music business, the artists, we have no union. There's no health care. It's nothing like that. It should be done." It was all his plan, and it was a hell of a plan. According to Suge's plan, record labels would cover artists' union dues up front by adding the extra cash to their recording budgets. Then, when the artists' albums are sold, they'd have to pay back the label for these costs, similar to how they handle advances. This setup would give artists access to vital benefits like healthcare and retirement plans. In 2002, Suge gave a powerful speech at the West Coast Hip Hop Summit and spoke about how major record labels keep artists under their control by retaining ownership of their masters, and most artists don't have enough leverage to buy back their masters.
It's how many people want to have a union? How many people want to get together and say, okay, we want to network. You got a deal at Universal, and your points is too low. You got a deal at Universal, and they got 100% of your publishing. You got a deal at Sony, and you don't own your masters. But it's your artist. And I'm gonna tell you one other thing before you guys go. If you really want to know what's going on, it's real plain and simple. A lot of record companies tell you that at the end of the day, you have the right to buy your masters back.
Suge directly called out major artists and black label owners, including Diddy, asking how come they didn't want to show their support for this plan that was meant to benefit everyone.
Where's Ja Rule? Where's Red? Where's Irv Gotti? Where's P. Diddy, Sean Combs, whatever you want to call it? Where's, I can go on and on. Where's Pete? Where's Outkast? Where's Jermaine Dupri? Where's
It's a West Coast beat.
But at the same time, they want to come out here and West Coast love. At the same time, when it's an East Coast summit, we out there. These old Hollywood wannabe fake niggas is out there. So why they can't show the same report? Support, brother. Not an idiot. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's cool. At the same time,
Mind you, Suge dropped Irv Gotti because this summit took place before Irv agreed to join Suge's plan. However, Suge eventually managed to get almost all major black record label executives to side with him, all but two, Jay-Z and Diddy. Now, you know how rumors have been going around that both Jay and Diddy allegedly have lost ties with the feds and shadowy figures in the establishment? In Diddy's case, it allegedly started with his father, Melvin Combs, an associate of Harlem drug lord Frank Lucas. Melvin was shot and killed in 1972, and while the case was never officially solved, Gene Deal claimed Melvin was taken out by his own men for being a snitch. And according to Gene, Diddy almost suffered the same fate because the bullets that killed Biggie Smalls in 1997 were reportedly meant for Diddy.
Let's reminisce that night we was at Andre Harrell's house, and I told you that this cat was coming to kill us or try to get at us that night. I told you I had intel, but you didn't want to hear it. Let's reminisce the fact I told our driver, Kenny, run this next 3 lights. Run the light, Kenny. Kenny ran the light. Big stopped at the light. Big get killed. Wasn't meant for him, bruh. Let's reminisce. Let's reminisce when you told Wolf's mother right after he died that you didn't owe him no $300,000, and he had delusions of grandeur, and all he wanted to do was smoke weed. Let's even go deeper than that, bruh. Let's reminisce how you had people on the security team
and wreck
find
TV.
people to testify against Sean. You a rat. I ain't gonna even put you in the category as a rat, dog. You worse than what your father was. Let me give you a little intel on him. You understand? That meeting that New York Freddie wanted to have with you, Freddie Myers, and tell you the real deal on your father? Let me give you something, dog. You would have died just like your father did that night if I wasn't in the car with you. You understand? Your father died because he was going to snitch and rat out his crew.
As for Diddy's alleged ties to the feds, word on the street is that this is the main reason he was never officially investigated, despite being accused of serious crimes. What's interesting is that when news initially surfaced about Cassie suing Diddy,
we've also seen an FBI agent and numerous other officers going in and out of the house that is behind it. You can see the beige complex there. That home, we understand, according to property records, owned by Sean Combs, or Diddy, as he is known. That property, again, being searched at this hour. We all...
Right.
I will let you tell it.
No, you're
no, I want you to tell it.
You really are the best. You're proving it here today. As much as I'm proving it, you proving it. You proving it. Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't, people say that. He lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need another one. You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Diddy's new villain name should be the Diddler. You know, Denzel Washington tried to warn us when he said this.
Denzel always told me, we'd be at the parties, he said, you leave 30 minutes for the devil get there. Okay? Always remember that Denzel would leave the parties early. And I followed Denzel out.
He says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. He says something fabulous and he goes, yo, no, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What are you talking about? Then when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. Like, when you see Jadakiss put his head down, like, while we stuck here right now, and the cameras is rolling, everybody see, don't make like it's just me, man. Fluffy do some like a little fluffy stuff
now
going
you guys
on. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding. Let me get out. No, take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
I asked 50 about that. And he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes.
What? I'm a nice guy. I don't have no beef with Fifth. He loves me.
Y'all can't see that he loves me?
But see,
you really, hold on, you really think that's hate?
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
You know he loves me.
I don't think
P. Diddy, if you're out there watching this, I need you to report to the nearest rainbow.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Dude got this man cooling off his cheeks in a pool. Diddy blown this dude's cheeks wide open that he can't even kick his legs to swim away. These rappers need to come up with a new documentary called Surviving Daddy Diddy. And a grown-ass man calling another man who is not his father daddy is suspect. Now it's all starting to make sense why Tom McDonald tweeted this. You know what's the best part about being an independent rapper? P. Diddy doesn't give it to you in the bungle hole.
Gay! You not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. But I'm not scared of being the competition. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team. They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. All of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my in front of all my people at my agency. I told him no, what y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian. But in my face, no, no, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I'm not taking the shortcuts. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about.
This man, Cat, is spiritually elevated. He understands true power, and may God protect him and his family. It takes balls of steel to speak on a topic like this.
Selling out arenas and everything, starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
Just look at Bieber. He was acting like he just ran into his ex-girlfriend at the grocery store that he's been doing everything possible to avoid her for months. A 41-year-old asking a 15-year-old why they don't hang out anymore is suspect.
Yeah, tell him stop bringing all the minors over here late at night. I live right next to him. He do too much. It be like buses, like big-ass buses. You just see all type of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning, it gets wild. I'm his neighbor. When my basketball go over there, I just let it be because I don't want him out on the door.
Meanwhile,
Ava, I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up. And said to come inside and play with the kids.
Hey, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids. Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So, just clarify it because it's crazy out here online. So playing with the kids and I got permission from your mother. Say all of that because it's crazy out here.
I met Jesse and Viola when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then sisters, all 4 of us. And then I always come over.
Yeah. And it's Ava Baroni Combs. Come on. Let's go.
There's an Epstein, Weinstein, and now there's a Combstein. R. Kelly and P. Diddy are going to cut a track in prison called Penetration in the Penitentiary.
Ha! Gay! And you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Just look at Justin Bieber. He does not look like he's having the time of his life. It looks like he's being held hostage. You know, 2024 is about to be a crazy year because a lot of crazy things are about to get exposed. And gentlemen, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
That's the same nobody that shot Tupac. And if nobody shot Tupac, it's the same nobody that shot MLK. It's a lot of nobodies out there, and nobody minds if nobody comes up missing, right? That don't bother nobody, does it? Certainly doesn't bother me. So, shout outs to the nobodies. The police said they arrested the shooters, then said they didn't arrest the shooters. But I was there.
Did Suge do anything to provoke this, or?
Nobody in the world has ever provoked themselves being shot.
That's true.
If you're an idiot, you can believe this was about Suge Knight.
What about the reports that this was gang-related, that these were two gang members that thought they did it in spite of Tupac?
If it was gang-related, then why didn't it happen thoroughly? You're saying it was gang-related, so that means somebody's gang was shooting at somebody's gang, and then somebody's gang didn't shoot back. That's your story?
You see it, you heard it. We broke it down, we repackage it up, and that's what we do over here at S.L.R Media TV. Tap in. Surviving Diddy Part 2 will be coming for sure. Appreciate everybody for checking out the content tonight. Surviving P. Diddy, the interlude. Part 2 will be coming for sure. This is the channel that you want for the Surviving P. Diddy content. Make sure you tap in. We everywhere on the hip hop scene. We everywhere on P. Diddy trail. You want your Surviving P. Diddy content, this is where you need to tap into. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, share button for sure. Make sure you hit the notification. Tap in, get right. Surviving P. Diddy Part 2 will be coming. Drop it. Great content on the way. Will Diddy, the dealer, do the Diddy Bop out the Fed camp. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Diddy, it's over. They got him. He's locked up. Will him and R. Kelly drop that mixtape together? Will him and R. Kelly finally do music? We'll find out. Like and subscribe on my channel. So you know what to do. Subscribe. I don't hear nobody holler about free Diddy. Damn, boy. How the mighty fall. How do they fall? What? Mm-hmm.